Hello Space Cats, Jules here with a video on illustration and publishing. If picture books are your thing, then make sure you use your pokey finger and subscribe, and also whilst you're down there, give us a like, make my day. This week we are looking at how to draw babies and children, because if you are making a picture book, then the likelihood is that you are going to have child characters in it. Unless you're making one of those weird sci-fi adventures where only fennel exists. Ugh. Oh no, wait, that was a nightmare. All you need is a pencil and some paper, nothing fancy, and then just join in. What you need to think about when illustrating children is proportion. When a baby's born, the things that are most important are the biggest and most developed. The head with the brain inside, and the body with all the organs it needs for survival. Have a look at a newborn and you will see when they stretch their arms up, their hands barely reach past the top of its head. Whereas look at yourself when your arms are stretched up. The inner part of your elbows is likely to be around about where the baby's hands are. To make the head appear bigger, make the eyes, nose and mouth cluster in the middle of the face. If you want the child to look older, space them out a bit more, until they are spaced out like an adult's if you're drawing a grown-up. Arms and legs are much shortened and skinnier than an older child or an adult. So to make your character look younger, make the head and body bigger in comparison to the arms, hands, legs and feet. The hands and feet themselves also need to be tiny in comparison to an adult's. The smaller you make these features, the younger the character is going to look. To start with, it is also important to get your characters doing something that they would probably do, like the baby is sitting down and not bungee jumping or driving a Ferrari. I say to start with because getting it right in the beginning gives you the confidence to go on and make stories about bungee jumping babies and being able to pull it off. Hair is also another consideration. Showing just a few curls or a bit of fluff on the top of a head will give your reader a clue that this is a young baby. A toddler is likely to have short, maybe untidy hair, and this teenage girl has longer, sleeker hair because she is slightly more self-obsessed, like we all are as teenagers. As you can see, I have exaggerated the forms. The baby's hands only reach to his ears, compared to the teenager on the right, whose face is much more elongated than either of the other two, and her arms stretch up way beyond the top of her head. One of my favourite artists for drawing expressive people is Quentin Blake, who illustrated many of Roald Dahl's books. Have a look at how he makes children. He exaggerates their forms and their expressions, and by no means would you say they are anatomically correct, but his illustrations tell you all you need to know about the character before you've even read a word. So do have a play with the proportions of your characters. Make them squatter and chunkier in the head and body the younger they are. And as they age, well, imagine you've put them through a pasta maker and they are longer and lither. Now I'm just going to paint their skin and give them some colourful clothes to wear. Why not pop into the comments section and tell us what your story is about? No spoilers, but who is your main character? And give us a general gist of your plotline. And as an interested party, I'm going to ask you, are you going to illustrate it yourself? Next week, I'm going to give you a really personal view of someone in my family who may not be around for very much longer. Bring some tissues. Enough of that. I will see you next week. Nanu, nanu.